we're going to start with looking at the Copilot search. So I'm in my Edge browser here. You can see that I'm signed in with my Microsoft 365 account, got my picture in the corner and the Kirchhoff Technologies logo as well. And up in the top right corner is the Copilot button. So I'm going to click that. And then just to make it easier for everybody to view, I am going to expand this out. But you could have this alongside a web page while you were working and doing other things. So we're going to start off here with the selector set to work. So this means it's only searching from your internal information, like Isabel mentioned. So that's your SharePoint files, your Office 365 email, your calendar, things like that. There is a plugin down here for web content as well, which I'll cover later. But for now, I'm just going to turn that off. And so right now, we're only looking at our work data. So I'm going to do a search here. And it's give me a bullet point summary for the AI policy. So we recently created a policy on the ethical use of AI within our company. As an aside, that's probably a good thing for all businesses to be thinking about. Whether, when your staff are using AI tools, is it being trained on their data? Could it be leaked? Things like that. So we just put a policy in place internally for that. And so you can see now it's gone through and it's found the file. See, I didn't actually specify what file I was looking for. I just gave it the summary, but it did in fact find the file. And you can see here, it's given us a bullet point summary of the key points. This is about a 2-page Word document. So it's just summed it up. And it's also looked at the document and its history and said that it was reviewed and approved by myself, Joshua Smith, and Diana Tracy, Operations Administrator, and also contributions from Plaquila, who is our head of HR. So in one quick overview here, I can very quickly see what it is that document was created, who it was created by, and things like that. And if I wanted to edit it, I can click on any of these links or the references and just go straight to the policy here and start editing it. So that allows us to pull data from, as I said, our SharePoint and things like that. I'm now going to change over to the web tab. And so this is now only searching the internet. It is not looking at our internal data. And for this prompt, I'm going to ask it to suggest locations for a work retreat for the senior management team of our company. And I've specified who are based in Chilliwack, just to give it that, that constraint so it knows what information I'm looking for. And the prompt is important. The clearer the prompt, the better the data you'll get. Okay. So it's now gone out to the web and it's looked around and found local places that do this sort of thing. You can see it's given us an overview and it's framed the search in terms of what we're looking for. So it has a master bedroom suitable for CEOs or COOs. So immediately I like that because I'm the COO. And it's given us a couple of options here that we can look at as well as links as well. So let's say that having based on this, I'd done a bit of additional research, clicked through to their website, and I decided, yep, Cozy Cabins, that's where I want to have our planning meeting. So now I'm going to go back to work. And I'm going to turn this browser here on to allow web content as well. There are also other plugins available. That's outside the scope of this webinar, but feel free to reach out and ask if there's other places your data lives. It can probably be connected. So what I'm going to say now is, based on last year's offsite planning agenda, create an agenda for the 2024 offsite to be held over 2 days at Cozy Cabins Wellness Retreat. And so now it's looking both at our internal files and also at the web, if there was any additional context that it needed about Cozy Cabins. So this is now going to comb through our documents, and we'll just give it a minute to run through because it's crunching quite a lot of data here. It does tell you as it's going through what it's looking at. Okay. And now it's generated a agenda. And you can see here that it's pulled in things from our previous offsites, suggested that we do an icebreaker activity. That's something that it's come up with on its own, probably from looking at guidance on good offsites and things like that from the web. It suggested some sessions that we could hold, talking about having some break, have an informal network, and then it summarized the location. So that's a great start there for us to be able to see what it is that we might want to do. And then the other thing we'll look at in this section, just like Isabel mentioned, is the image creation. So I'm going to go back to the web tab. And in this case, I'm just going to ask it to create an image of a man in a pilot's uniform with the Microsoft logo on his cap and suit. I would note here that it does sometimes struggle with writing with text. It is best right now to generate these images without text, but let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so it's created 4 images for us. These are brand new images. They haven't come from anywhere else. It's been different every time I've done this in testing. So if we click on this link, you can see there, if I needed a heading or a photo for a Copilot webinar like this one, there's an image that I could use that it's just generated for me in a very quick period of time.